Good day, everyone. I am tasked to report the realities about the globalization of religion, a topic in Module 2, Lesson 6. Now, when we say realities, it is the state of the thing that actually exists. It may be idealistic or notional idea, and to simplify, I will be sharing to you the things that are commonly observed and verified to exist and proved regarding the globalization of religion. In actuality, the relationship between religion and globalism is much more complicated due to the fact that religion is viewed differently in many regions of the world. The concept of religion itself must change as a result of globalism. And according to a lot of perspectives, there is a struggle and conflict between globalism and religion. Peter Berger argues that far from being secularized, the contemporary world is furiously religious. And when you say secularized, it refers to a society as becoming secular or a shift away from a strong connection with religious values and institutions. And in his statement, Peter Berger makes it clearly evident that the contemporary world are indeed intensely religious. There are actually bursts of religion enthusiasm happening in most of the world, occurring in one way or another in all the main religious traditions. And the main religious traditions in the world are the Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and even Confucianism. Many locations include an inventive blending of one or more worlds with local religions, and religions are known to be the foundations of modern republics. For example, in Islam, Malayan government places religion at the center of the political system. Its constitution explicitly states that Islam is the religion of the federation. The rulers of each state was also the head of the religion Islam. In Malaysian politics, the head of state and the Prime Minister of Malaysia is the head of government in Malaysia, which is a federal representative with democratic constitutional monarchy. The federal government and the 13 state governments each have executive authority. In Article 3 of the Federal Constitution states that Islam is the religion of the Federation, but other religions may be practiced in peace and harmony in any part of the Federation. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini is a late Iranian religious leader that bragged about the superiority of Islamic rule over its secular counterparts and pointed out that there is no fundamental distinction among constitutional, despotic, dictatorial, democratic, and communistic regimes. Iran also calls itself a republic. In Khomeini's opinion, Islamic law was the best form of administration since it was spiritual, and all secular philosophies were the same and defective. Iran, however, refers itself to as a republic, a phrase that is connected to a secular. It is the name given by certain Muslim religious leaders to a hypothetical system of Islamic theocracy that upholds Sharia or laws that are consistent. Muslim Association Nadatul Ulama in Indonesia has Islamic schools or pesantren, where students are taught not only about Islam but also about modern science, the social science, modern banking, civic education, rights of women, pluralism, and democracy. Furthermore, religious movements don't think twice about absorbing secular concepts and customs for the purpose of balancing the development of society, particularly its economy. They have been utilizing secular methods. They learned how to practice of having not all the time is about religion, even though most of the time it really is. Now, I will be talking about the realities in Christianity. The Church of England was shaped by rationality of modern democratic and bureaucratic culture. King Henry VIII broke with the Roman Catholic Church and established his own church to bolster his own power, and also because the Pope refused to declare his marriage to the Catherine of Aragon null and void. He was designated to be the supreme head of the Church of England, kicking off the English Reformation, and in order to leave a male successor, he desired to remarry, and for the other reason, he wants to have his own power. In the United States, religion and law were fused together to help build this modern secular society. When you say modern secular society or modern democracies, they are typically seen as secular religious studies. Due to the nearly total freedom of religion and the lack of religious leaders' influence over political choices, this is the case. Alexis de Tocqueville is a French historian and diplomat wrote this in early 1800s. Not only do the Americans practice their religion out of self-interest, but they often even place in this world the interest which they have in practicing it. Jose Casanova also confirmed this statement by noting that historically religion has always been at the very center of all great political conflicts and movements of social reform. Religion had always been at the heart of these fights, as well as on both sides of the political barricades, from independence to abolition, from nativism to women's suffrage, from prohibition to civil rights movement. With the influence of Christian right has over the Republican Party, this is still the case today.